Reading her story, Eggs, please welcome Christie Cluett.
Thank you. I apologise if you've heard this before, and I don't care what rumours you've heard, this is not my autobiography. This is called Eggs. Angela was carrying an egg round in her vagina. It fitted perfectly up inside her, and she was able to walk around without any hindrance, but with the knowledge that it was there, protected inside by flesh, blood, and cervix. She felt like a mother hen at the office, at home, on the bus, during squash games, at the cinema, eating chips, staring at strangers kissing. She felt like she had a purpose, and happily she carried that egg everywhere, hands-free, until one morning. While watching her neighbour mow his lawn with his top off, beads of sweat glistening on the hairs on his shoulder, she felt a dull pain in her abdomen. "Oof," she said, exhaling in surprise at the pain. Then resting a hand against herself, she heard a distinct crack. Her mouth formed a silent O as she stood at the sink, the sound of the mower distant. She undid the button of her trousers and pushed them down over her hips, pulling down her pants just in time to catch a small bright spot in the gusset, a yellow yolk, perfectly round. She watched it wobble as she shuffled to the kitchen table and carefully sat down. As she did, holding her pants out by the elastic, the yolk burst, and from within she saw something floating. Angela leaned closer, reaching down with a scouting finger to prod the something. Two small hands gripped hold of the end of her finger, and she raised from the yolk in her pants a perfectly formed little man. He looked to be about 40 years old, with brown hair in a side parting and blue pressed jeans. "Hello," Angela said. "You're awfully small." The small man nodded with an expression that suggested this was obvious, but Angela continued. "I'll call you Jeff," she said, and ignoring his wriggles and muffled complaints, she popped him back into her vagina from whence he came.